What's good, everybody? Corbino here, and this video I've been meaning to do for a good while. There are certain pop lines that should just not come out. Well, if they're not going to do them right. And I have a couple examples. One I'm looking at right now, Space Jam. I think that line came out 2 years ago at this point, and they only have Taz, Swackhammer, the Blue Monstar, Bugs, and Marvin, I believe. I understand not having the Michael Jordan, because probably rights and stuff like that. So, but now they do have Michael Jordan pops, and I plan on buying just one of them to put with my Space Jam ones. But if you're not going to have, like, Swackhammer, that's cool and all to have him, but if you're not going to have the all 5 Monstars, don't do the line. And to not have Daffy or Lola, I'm pretty sure that's Lola's first appearance. Don't have the line. There's no need for it. Because it's a waste of a line. And now we have the community line coming out soon. And they are only having, they're having everyone but the Dean, Pierce, and Britta. I said this forever ago when I said top 10 pops I want on one of my videos, and one of the top 10 pops I wanted was community. I said you have to have the Greendale 7, and then you can have the Dean or Chang, maybe, but you have to have the 7 at least. You can't just have 5 of them and Chang. I don't care if you guys don't care, but I do. Like, I'm gonna probably get the community pops if they look good, but I'm mad that they're being released and they don't even have the full collection. Like, Britta is one of my favorite characters. Probably third, fourth favorite out of the main, how many is there? Main 9 characters. So, yeah, I'm a little mad. But to not have her and Pierce, that's part of the Greendale 7. There's no point to do that. That's stupid. That's like releasing the Ninja Turtles without Donatello, or releasing the Runaways without Chase, or something like that. Don't come out with the line if you're not gonna complete the line. Now, community, you know, it's not even out yet, but they have already told us what they're gonna release. So it'll probably be a while until we get the Britta and Dean and Pierce. And if we get them, I don't see any more Space Jam pops coming at all. Like, at all. And I'm kind of mad that I even have any of them, because they just it looks like I'm missing some. It's just, that's stupid to do a line like that and not even complete it, you know? That's dumb. Why even come out with the line if we're not gonna, you know? Like, the Doug collection. Originally it was just Doug, Patty, and Pork Chop. Now that's an alright lineup, but you gotta have Skeeter with it. But now they have Skeeter, and they have Quail Dog and Quail Man, so that's good. It didn't take them very long to release Skeeter, but, like, it's stupid, you know? The Spider-Man PS4 line. I think it's a good line, aside from the fact that they have the Negative Spider-Man suit. Don't do that. I mean, I get it, because, you know, Mr. Negative's the main villain of the game, even though he's not. There should be more suits available, or more suit pops available. Don't just either release the regular Spider-Man suit, or, you know, a bunch of them. Don't add any little extras unless it's going to be a bunch. That's how I feel about it. Ooh, the Power Rangers. Back when they first came out, which was in the early days of Funko, I feel like, they only had white, red, and pink. What? No. I mean, I guess red and pink are probably pretty popular, and white is Tommy, so, you know, yeah. And it took them years to even come out with green, black, yellow, and blue, and, but now, when they came out with them, it's impossible to find white, red, and pink, because they came out so far apart, and there was no need for that. And now they have new action pose, red, pink, and white, and that's fine, but they don't have action poses of the other 4. So don't release them at all, there's no point. And now they have them where you can get the morphine, and they have really new, like within the last couple months I'd say, where they're unmasked. And they're all just standard pose, you know, like this, like original pop pose. And so it's like, you still have the mold to make the first 3 you released, but now it costs you hundreds just to get those 3. And it's just, I want them all to be together, but I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars just to get white, pink, and red. But I don't want to buy the new action pose white, pink, and reds and not match the other 4, because the other 4 are just frozen. So why did they even release them like that? It'd be one thing if you released the 5 and then release Tommy Pops, but to release those 3, it's just like, in no way. It'd be like, you know, if it was white, pink, or yeah, white, pink, and blue maybe, because, you know, they were the only 3 that stuck to the new through season 2, or maybe red, black, and yellow, because those 3 left and got replaced. You know, like, it just, no, it's, what's the point? Regular show, they don't have Pops, or, do they have High Five Ghost? They definitely don't have Pops, but I don't think they have High Five Ghost either. And if you're gonna have Muscle Man, then you have to have High Five Ghost. And if you're gonna have Muscle Man, then you should probably have Pops too, because he's more main than Muscle Man is. That made no sense to me. The Parks and Rec one. Yes, I know that April and Andy stay on the show from the beginning to the end, unlike Ann and Chris and whatnot. But they don't have Ann, which I think they should definitely have an Ann Pop. Maybe not Chris and Ben, even though they were introduced at the end of season 2 and stuck around till basically the end, except for Ben, he was there to the end. But I just feel like and they have, I think, variants of Ron and maybe Andy, and then they have little Sebastian. No, don't come out with that line unless you're gonna have Ann at least, and then Ben and Chris, and then later you can get the recurring characters. Freaking Gary or Jerry or whatever you want to call them, and freaking what? Whoa! Do they have Tom? They don't have a Tom Pop. If they don't have a Tom Pop, then yeah, you can't release. It has to be Leslie, Ron, Tom, and Ann is how I feel like they should have been released, and then April and Andy, and like those 6 definitely, and then down the road release the other characters. It just, I don't get it. I do not get it. I think we're almost done. Okay, yeah, that's all I have here. But just, you know what I mean? There's no point for these lines, you know, these Funko lines to come out if we're not gonna have the full set of characters from it. Like, that'd be like releasing Tom and Jerry without Tom, or the It line with only 4 of the 7 kids. Like, it makes no sense. And then you have lines where they just come out with variants and extra zombies and random crap that you don't even need for the collection. And it bothers me. But that's it. Does that bother you guys? Does it? Because it sure as hell pisses me off. It makes no sense to me. But yeah, that's it. And until next time, stay geeky.